Now we're going to contrast and compare 5 Bitcoin pools, same as we did last time with one exception. And you'll see that at the end. So let's do this. Here we are again talking about the S17 that started life as a T17. Hashenstein we call her. I went ahead and flashed the ASIC with Hive firmware. I did this for a couple of reasons. I want to compare it against the factory firmware that we had on there originally. What bells and whistles Hive has that the factory default Bitmain firmware does not. So I went ahead and flashed the S17 with Hiveon ASIC firmware. Right off the bat, it looks very similar, except it has a dark mode. Thank you. That's one big plus for Hiveon. In addition to that, there's a lot of differences in here, and this video is not specifically about the differences of Hiveon versus Bitmain, default third-party firmwares. If that is something you want to see, leave a comment down below under that like button and let me know. So let's run through this a little bit while we've got it on the screen here. A general overview of, your system, what you got going on. Hive OS, this is where you can link your ASIC to your Hive dashboard to be able to manage and maintain it from that central point. I personally was having issues getting this to work. Under miner configuration, this is where you would put, your pool info, your auto tune profile. Now this is really freaking cool. I love how they've already got this preset and predefined, although you can go in and tweak it and change it the way that you like, as low as 1700 watts at 52 terahash, 52 and a half, all the way up to 95 terahash, but it uses 4,280 watts. That's insane. What I did was tested all of these on the low power profile. ASIC management. This is very advanced settings, and it's not something I'm getting into, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can probably fuck up your machine. Just keep that in mind. Miner status. This is where you see all the things of your ASIC itself. You can see which pool you're on, your first, second, and third choice of the pools, the different boards that are here, 1, 2, and 3, and how they're each performing. Average, your total average, your real-time readings here, and it refreshes itself every 20 seconds, so that's pretty cool. Where do we go from here? Spreadsheet time, and I apologize about the brightness of this fucking thing. So this was our stock firmware review that we did before, and you can check that video out here or here, wherever it goes. This is what we've done this week. What I did was 12 cycles. I did 12 hours mining on one pool and then 12 on the next and so on. All of them, again, are on low power mode. So I'm getting around 52 terahash on the miner screen as the average. Some of the positives that I noticed about this firmware: it can integrate with Hive OS, has a dark mode, thank God, overclock and undervolt profiles already defined, and it's responsive when it had errors. The default firmware, when I dealt with it and I had errors with it, it was non-responsive. I couldn't get kernel logs off of it. It was hard to dial into it directly. It was a real pain in the ass. So after I was able to flash it, I was able to see all of that stuff pretty quickly and easily on the Hive firmware. What are the 5 pools we're looking at? NiceHash, Brains, Luxor Tech, Trust Pool, and a new one, EMCD.io. Well, new to me. The reason for this, last time it was KuCoin, if you remember, the whore of the crypto space. Find any coin on there, everybody gets a turn. I went to go log into it, actually this morning, and it made me KYC. You know what? I don't want to do that. There are plenty of other pools out there. Either I have KYC already set up, like with NiceHash, or don't need me to KYC to that level to mine Bitcoin in this case. So, fuck them. Let's get into it. First off, NiceHash, 12 hours on. Our average was 51 terahash with an accepted speed of 47 terahash. Over the 12 hours, we got 6,315 Satoshis. Brains, our average speed was 51.4 terahash. Our accepted speed was 51.26 terahash. And our payout was fucking 0. Again, that's twice in a row now that I've tested the pool for a 12-hour cycle and got 0 Satoshis. Brains, so far, I'm not impressed with. I don't know. So for one machine, for me, it's not adding up. So maybe next time we'll do a different pool again than Brains. Moving on, Luxor.tech, 59 terahash average, accepted a 53 terahash with 5,758 Satoshi payout. Trust pool, 4691 terahash. That's our lowest terahash across the board for sure. Accepted was also 46.6. And our payout was only 5,413 satoshis. So of course our lowest and our lowest speed, accepted speed, which is weird. And finally emcd.io, the new one, new to me. 50 terahash accepted, average speed 55 accepted. So 5670 was our satoshi payout. So in this case, our highest was NiceHash. Let's give that a green. But at this point in time, this is my results. This is what I came up with. NiceHash for this test was the winner this time. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on using NiceHash to mine Bitcoin? Because you're not really mining Bitcoin. You're not being paid from a Bitcoin pool, being paid from like a broker that's selling your hash rate. I don't have a problem with NiceHash personally. I like their service. I like their product. They're one of the first ones that I got in with. Most people do, and it works well for me. I don't know. I can't really complain, I guess. I mean, I could, but what's the point? Leave a comment down below. If you got this far in the video, hit that thumbs up if you learned something today, or if you found some entertainment out of this. Anyway, I'll see you guys at Mining Disrupt. And of course, thanks for watching.